Brad Williams, Excel prime, sum row totals. Well, we could simply use the sum function. Let's say you have a special case where you can't use it. We can use this rather complex looking MMULT and combine it with the sequence columns to do the same thing. Rather heavy-handed, but look, you may have to use this. Here, what is it? MMULT returns the matrix products of two arrays. So basically, what do we have here? We have array 1 and array 2. We have, I'm sorry, we should be up here. Array 1 and array 2. Then we have sequence. Well, we already know what sequence is going to do, right? It's just going to, it's whatever we insert into the sequence, we want columns. And sequence is going to do, we're saying we're using columns to produce row count. All right. So we have rows, column 1, start 1, step 0. What is that outcome? We can look here, back out. Our outcome will be, just go here, go back, MMULT. We have our array, which is auto 187. What is automaker 187? C5, J13. Basically, we're going to go whatever this, we have this list, and then we're going to multiply it times, well, our second sequence, which is our row. And even though it says columns, remember how sequence is doing its thing. It's just going to produce the row. Here we have array F9. We're going to multiply array times array. We have this big old long number, which is all this data. Remember that the break is right there at that semicolon. We have comma, 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 semicolon. See that semicolon? That means new row. Our first array is going to be, well, 44 up to 30. And then our second array is going to be whatever sequence produces, and that's 1. We're going to take F9. We're going to take 44 times 1. We're going to take 35 times 1. And then what are we going to do? It returns the matrix. So we're really not summing here. We're just returning whatever MMULT, and that's the matrix multiplier if you're curious. Whatever that output is. Then if we want to use a transpose, this is again a little heavy-handed, but we're going to have an array and an array. So back here, all we're doing is grabbing this array. Take a look here. Look at transpose, and that says flips the orientation of a range. So we're using column. All right, again, we're going to reference this, F9, F9. We're going to have this 4, 5, 5, 6. What do we have here for the array 1? F9. We have 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. And then we're going to transpose that to develop this array 1 and array 2. Now, keep in mind, we have this greater than 0, F9, F9. The output is the same. I meant exponent. We're going to raise this to the 0 power. How do we translate this? We're going to go column, transpose column automaker. Let's take a look here. The array, F9. And what we're looking at here is, look at our automaker 187, 187, 187. All right, we're going to go across here, and we're looking for this column. And we're looking for this column, and we're just looking for these 7 columns. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is 3 raised to the 0 power? Equals 3 to the 3 to 0. To 0. It's going to be 1. We're raising the column number to 0. And what's going to happen? We're going to see this array, the second array, to 1. All right, this is very creative. So we're doing the exact same thing. So either way, here's the easiest, common sense, and most of us are going to fall back on this. There may be a special circumstance where you're going to use one or the other. You can use A or B here. If you need it, read it. Over here, the narrative. Here's the map, the anatomy. You don't recall, or if you're new to my tutorials, everything in gray has an answer. This is going to be this example here, and then here is this example here. This is the formula, and then here's the answer. And if you break this down, go up here, you see this array. This is right here. This right here is the array. Our second array is right here. We're just filling in the gaps. So when you start your design, when you come up with an idea, you have a problem, you're trying to solve the problem, just keep in mind the anatomy here. You have to follow these rules, these functional rules. If you don't, you'll be violating the computation or the software designed to solve the problem. Again, this is just a guide. If you don't like it, well, you can always get rid of it. Here, I've just translated what's in writing over here. One last thing, you're going to see, if you're new to my style, you're going to see a lot of F9s. I want to keep things active, and if you don't like it, just copy and paste special. It will remove this rand between. Got it? Brad Williams, XL Prime. Thanks for watching.